This is Spencer Colgan, and welcome back to my painting and wallpaper channel on YouTube. More and more wallpaper is coming off of places like Etsy and other providers. This is a spoonflower product. I've hung spoonflower many times. And my sense is this, that it's not a bad product, but the folks who sell it, I don't know where it's manufactured, but the people who provide the information aren't very familiar with wallpaper, particularly about ordering quantities. Generally now, this stuff comes in one sheet per roll. This is about 10 feet long. You're only getting one sheet per roll. And it's causing people to misorder, particularly underorder, because when you go on the website, it'll say 24 inches by a number of inches, 120 inches, let's say, for a 10-foot sheet of wallpaper. And they'll have a 12-foot wall. And of course, they don't know how to order it, and they wind up ordering short. But after they get past the right amount, these types of wallpapers, particularly with all of these connections, see all of those connections on the edge. Let me show you the edge of the wallpaper, which is the reason for which this video is being made. So I want to show you what happens, okay? Look at this. Okay, so joining wallpaper. Now, the reason I went into the spiel about spoonflower, it seems to be very prevalent with this type of wallpaper. That's what I should have said in the beginning. So now look. I'm perfectly matched up here, right here. But as you come down, I'm off. So if you're experienced hanging wallpaper, you'll say, yeah, Spencer, that's because you have it. All you got to do is this or this, right? So you might be right. So that is an adjustment. Let's see. So if I'm equally overlapped, you would agree that argument wouldn't be good, right? So let's see. Am I equally overlapped? So you see how much I have overlap there? Let's see if it decreases or increases on the way up. Your argument would be fair. It doesn't, right? So if I'm equally overlapped, that means my sheets are parallel, right? So now, the goal of the video is to help you understand how to figure this out. Okay, so I'm good here. I'm good here. I start going off right here. You see? I'm a little off there. I don't like it. Then I start going not terribly off, but it's still off. So here's what we got to do. We got to bring it up a bit, right? Bring it in a bit. The point is to show you that at some point you're going to create this. And I just want to show you what to do with it. It's inevitable. Because to keep, if I correct this down here, if I correct this by moving the whole sheet up, then I'm off here. So I want to correct both and have both good. And the result is what you're looking at. This. Okay, now let's discuss it. So now if anybody out there is wondering if I'm just making this up, because sometimes critics really have harsh things to say. I try to demonstrate that I'm equally overlapped here, so we're parallel. And folks who hang paper know what I mean by that. We're parallel, so there's no secret in that. There's nothing hidden here. This is just a matter of this stuff not lining up. So now that I got it lined up here, my wallpaper is displaced. And what I want to show folks is that if your wallpaper doesn't meet up, it's not the end of the world to get it right. It's not the end of the world. So now we got this. What I'm trying to say is, don't hang it misaligned. Do this and then deal with this. Watch. Pull it this way, pull it that way, pull it this way. See, if I ride over this with my smoother, I'm going to permanently crease it. So just spread this discrepancy out. You see what I mean? Spread it out. And, oh, you see? See what happens? And so we come back to here and make it right again. Okay? So I'm going to use two hands. I can't use two hands right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, it's always good to wet it down. Here's why. Your smoother won't bruise the wallpaper if it's slippery. So here we go. Nice. My smoother is sliding right over it so nicely. Oh, and I'm perfectly lined up. Now, if I keep wetting it, it's like lubricating the paper. I'm less inclined to damage it by riding over a wrinkle. All right? Oh. Okay. But I'm still wrinkled. I'm not out of the woods. You see it all here. And I'm not crazy about the absorption on the back of this stuff. In fact, I'm going to lift it up to make it easier for me. So that's another trick. Lift it up so you're not struggling with this stuff. How am I doing over here? Perfect. I'm perfectly aligned. Okay? And you notice how I'm smoothing it this way. Not towards this way. We don't want to go anywhere near that. So, for what it's worth, I think I proved my point, right? Oh, that would have been bad. Okay. Okay. Now let's see how we are. Oh, and another thing. This wallpaper says to leave the seam overlapped. What do you think about that? It says, because this wallpaper perfectly overlaps, which tells me, for some reason, that it's from China. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about it. It just tells me that that standard is neither European nor American. That's my guess. I could be dead wrong. But here's why I think they did that. The quality of the wall covering the sales are generated by reviews. So if somebody reviews this product and says, I can't line it up because they don't do a good double cut, the company responds with a sacrifice for quality by telling people, don't double cut it. leave it overlapped. That's my guess. In other words, because everything is so review generated and so review sensitive. I mean, you go to a doctor today, you get an email, please review your doctor. And so everything's online. So if this product gets 50 bad reviews and 50 good reviews, well, they're batting 50%. No one's going to buy it. So I think the company says, don't double cut it. That's my guess. I could be dead wrong. I don't know. I've seen some very good things come that are manufactured in China. Let's take a look at it. Okay. So here's my overlap. And now, look at that seam. You see how I still need to tweak it right here? Look at that. So all I'm going to do is press really hard and come up and just move it just a bit. Still messy. Oh. Let's do this. Look at that. It's still messy. See, this is why I did the video. I don't want people thinking that they're not good at hanging paper because they have this issue. I don't want them thinking that they failed. It's the product. I don't want to say it too loud. You know, customers don't want to hear that they bought something that's not the greatest, you know? People don't want to hear that. Here's another thing. Put a little more paste under it, and you'll be able to move it more easily. Not too much, but a little more than normal. Now what do you think? You like it? We gotta fix this thing. I see it for you folks with an eagle eye. I know. My friend Phil is relentless with his criticism. I won't use his last name unless I say something good about him. But Phil, you know who you are. Okay. Thanks for watching. That's how you do it. That's how I do it. How do you do it?